Alright guys, so continuing on, I thought I would use the keyboard this time because the last time I used the control pad and I thought, well, you guys might not know what it's like to play with the keyboard. So I'm going to load my previous save game and you can see, oh, and I've actually saved coming out of this. Oh well. So it's actually the arrow keys you use here. And I'm just trying to figure out what the fire button is. So it looks like I'll need to go into the controls and check. So space is weapon. A. Okay. There we go. Right, so let's load that back up because I would have lost a bit of time there. You do have to quit out in order to load a game, which is no big deal. Alright, so I'm going to go here and fire and down. And then fire and diagonal down. Fire diagonal down. Here, firing up, fire diagonal up, fire diagonal up. Let's go to the end here and fire up. So yeah, I'm using the keyboard, arrow keys and A. A is your fire button. Right over to the corner and pick up the staff. Don't try and find it, just go all the way into that corner and then through the dragon. Alright, so I should try and save it this time. So let's escape, save, overwrite, I think, enter onto there. Alright. Let me just make sure it's actually, yeah. And the first thing you want to do is get the staff because it's the strongest weapon. It's a little bit of a ranged weapon as well, so just be kind of mindful of that. If you run out of shurikens, you'll get more shurikens spawning at some point. The fountains can also guide you to tell you what you need to pick up. So it's asking me to collect the amulet. Right, so you will get shurikens in this room if you don't have any. They will appear just round about where I am here, so to pick them up you would be like somewhere there. Right, that's if you've run out. Right, so I could easily just start using them all up if I wanted. He's fast, I think. Always save it at the jump sections, especially because they are a bit tricky. I'm going to put the weapon away and hold down A and up here, and then A and up. I'm going to come down a bit by pressing down and right, like just one tap, and then fire and right. fire and right, and then fire and up. You have to position yourself on the rocks, especially. Coming back the way here is more tricky. So we use the shuriken on him. So I think with the amulet, picking up the amulet, I'm pretty sure you just have to have no weapons. I'm just going to save it here to show you what might happen if you have a weapon and you go up to the shrine and try and collect. It's fine. There's a shrine at the end of this level, you're not allowed to have a weapon. So, and I think this scene here is pointless. Yeah, it's just a dead end. Not pointless, it's just you can't go that way. Switch back to shurikens. That guy might be alive again. I know he was in that scene. There's a friendly dragon. I'm just going to save it here. And this time I'm going to go to run about here. Oh, and then firing down. It's a slippy rock. So if you do want to retain your lives, just load your save game. And then you can go here and firing down. Right, it doesn't look like you're on the rock, but you are. And then fire and left arrow key. Fire and left arrow key. I'm going to save it here because I always forget. So let's just save that. So hold down A and fire, and I'm going to do fire and down. And fire and down again. Right, don't worry if it doesn't look like you're on a rock, just jump. Right. So the shurikens are all used up, but like I said before, you now have shurikens in this room. You notice he respawns all the time as well, that guy. There you go. So we've got those back. I'm going to save it there so I don't have to do any of that again. Nope. Okay. Let's see what the shrine says. There's an apple to collect in this level. Right. I've never found this apple. I know roughly where it is, but I've never seen it. I believe it's in this room, in this scene. In fact, I'm gonna just pause the video to try and find out where it is. Okay, so by the looks of it, the apple is actually somewhere in here. If you stand round about here, there we go, I got it. For the first time in my life. So you just stand round about there and then just do a pickup. That's where the apple is. Right, I knew it was there somewhere. There you go, extra life, folks. Now I've got a rose to collect, which I should have the glove for. If you're using keys, it's Q and W to cycle the items. Right, he's got a staff. Okay, let's do a bit of staff fighting. Yeah, it's super powerful. You don't have to go up to this Buddha to do anything. I think you can't actually pray at him anyway. Another staff holder, so this is where the rose is, so I'm just going to put my weapons away just because I just like to do that. I've already got the glove in hand, and I've got the rose. I'm just going to save it, because I've done a fair bit of progress. This guy's got no weapons. Okay. Just a sword him in. To get close like that, a kick usually works quite well. It's fast. I do like to swap to the weapons they're using, as mentioned before. It helps for the right kind of distances. And playing Last Ninja 3, that's what builds up your Bushido, if you're weaponless or you have the same weapon. Pretty sure this is the way. Save it here because this is sometimes a tricky jump. Stand just at the edge here and fire and up. Oh. Okay. If you don't feel positioned right when you go into a room, just come back out. It will reset the enemy back to his spawn point. Alright, so I need to put away my weapons and I need to choose the amulet and walk up slowly. So we're at the dungeons now. Don't actually hear any music here. Usually there's music, I think. Oh no, I'm forgetting that this is one of the problems, is that the music is all at the start of the disc version. Carry on. The enemies are a bit tougher here, and it's quite a maze. It's easy to get lost in the dungeons. I don't really have an easy way to remember it other than just play it and see where you go. The rope is obviously all you need in this level. There's an apple in this level as well. I'm just going to save it here because I might get lost and then this can be my point of reference. So there's only one way to go here. Right. So I'm going to go straight up diagonal. Just remember, that's one way I've tried. And back in we go. Oh, he's come alive again. Alright. I'll go this way. Crossroads. Skeletons, you just have to jab them once. Now I'm going to try and go up this way. Right, I think that's a circle. Yeah. So that leads to that point. Right, so I know now that I need to go this way. So what I could do to save time is just load that same game, right? And instead of going up diagonal, I'm going to go down to the right there. Come on. I think that was a staff he was using. Right, bottom left. I'll save it here because that's my new okay way. It's been a while since I played this one, but yeah, we'll soon see if I find my way about. There's an apple here. So do the old stab it out. So let them run to you. It doesn't want to come to me. Oh. Oh, I'll just lose a life, whatever. Alright, let's see this way. Don't know. Right, I think I'm probably going round in circles. And don't let them skeletons hit you. They're lethal. They will kill you quite easily. I think 1 or 2 hits and you're dead. They hurt you with death itself. Right. I think both of these led the same way. I'm kind of getting lost now. The thing about the dungeons is it's such a small level, but it's so easy just to get lost. Right, you see that little ghost guy? He's a sign you're going the right direction. Right, so I'm going to save it there. And I'm going to head down here. I think that's what you do. Right, different dude here. Let's go back out, back in. That's it. And this way, I think. Oh, he's gone. Let's just try a few directions just to see where they might take me. Alright, I think it might be this way. And then up here. Oh, no. I seen him a second ago. Oh. The music's adding to the suspense of me being completely lost. There's where you want to be. Right, so if you manage to follow that, well done. But you have to be around that little staple shape. And then I think up here or down right, I forget what it is. Right, this scene looks right, I think. You go through here. And there's a huge spider somewhere. Which I don't think you have to bother with. Right. And we go up this way. Oh, avoid the big rat. I don't think there's anything to collect here. That's just a dead end, right. And he's alive again. Okay, just run past him, run past him, run past him. Right, but anyway, I think it's down here. It's one of these ways. There's a big spider somewhere. There he is. Right. Don't let him touch you. I forget how we deal with the spider. I don't know if we do. I think we run round them. So let's just save that again. Right, I think we run round them. Oh, 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 gobble, gobble, gobble. Let me just try a few times to run past them and then see what's what. I don't know if I actually do run past them or if I try and hurt them. Yeah, he's just gonna keep mauling me. Right, I don't want to go spider way. Let's go this way. Ah, the headless ghost. He's another good sign. Then this way. So I don't think we bother with the spider. See, that's the other side, right? It's a weird twisted maze, I know. Terrible. And there we go. So once you see those things, the headless man, headless ghost, bottom left. Let me just get my nunchucks out to deal with this guy. Just to be honourable. He's not letting me hit him. There we go. Oh. Stuck. Right. One little bit of health left. And then up we go. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. Let me just start this level. See, I've got all my health back, which is great, and I'm just going to save that there for the next 2-level video. Hopefully that helped you out, especially the dungeons. Dungeons are a bit of a nightmare, so easy to get lost. You might have to watch the video a few times to figure out where I went, because I often forget and I never write it down. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this 2-level video on Last Ninja 1 from the Last Ninja collection, out on Steam on the 27th of November 2025. Obviously backers have got early access to it from backing it through Kickstarter, and I look forward to everything else that's coming through that, and good luck playing the game. Thanks for watching, bye.